typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Please don't more this, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna push the out to the ridicule. It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jerk up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I put through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day come call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, no worries daily. But if I link my keys, it goes away, then honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And the Chiefs at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 3 now, this is third and goal.
Yellow. 15. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kick. An inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a three-point kick. Now you're giving them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field.
Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Here's Smith to return it.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break the tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught at the 2. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Raiders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold. That would complete to Trey Tucker. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 44-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Yellow, identity, yellow.
Now Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. After one, it's 9-0.
At the 26-yard line.
Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Mahomes to throw once more. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll try to pick it up himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Darnold now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down and 3.
Yellow, yellow.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll tuck, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and the second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
This is taken around the 12. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Here's Darnold. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 2. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, it's Genty. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this out to Genty. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's going to go down again. George Karlaftis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, 34 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And Mahomes will do it himself. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashad White, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 9. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll drop the throw. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold will try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll look to set up his blockers. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hero 15. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And a Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pin. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 9. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 10.
Go red, 80.
Darnold. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D-line that almost had it. The 3rd down coming up.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Yellow.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broke.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.